Special thanks to Embark for sponsoring. This is the finals. Oh my god, they're all here. Hello. Nice. Since its launch in December of 2023, we are now 6 seasons in with a ton of major updates, new content, and even a roadmap to esports. There's also a brand new season that brought with it 3 new guns, which I'll get into a bit later on. Still, in 2025, the core gameplay has always been there. A game show themed arena shooter with 3 distinct classes, weapon choices, gadgets, game modes, and well, lots of destruction. Oh god, I fell. For those who never tried out the finals, don't worry, I'll go over a quick recap of what the game is all about, how we got here, as well as what's to come. So some of you may be thinking all that destructible environment feels a bit familiar. Well, the dev studio Embark was actually made up of a good number of ex-DICE devs who worked on the Battlefield project, so I think a lot of that map destruction philosophy had transferred over. Anyways, on launch day back in 2023, there were only 2 game modes, Cash Out, which is what I normally play, as well as Bank It. Cash Out is the standard finals game mode that most people who play the game would recognize. Here, teams compete to unlock vaults of cash to bring over to Cash Out deposits, and whichever team can accomplish this twice wins. Of course, it's not actually as straightforward as I made it sound. With having multiple teams in each match, there will be a lot of other players contesting you for the objectives and stealing cash outs, and it leaves the matches open for some crazy comebacks. Given the chaos of battling many different teams in a free-for-all-esque format, there's always constant action at every point of the match. Oh, okay. Dude. Oh my god. Now, over the course of the 6 seasons, there's been more additions to the various game modes in the game, such as Power Shift, Terminal Attack, and Team Deathmatch. Power Shift is a payload type game mode where the opposing teams need to stay on a moving platform to progress further in their specific direction. The team who's able to push the carts completely to the end wins. In the background, you'll see some footage from the Season 6 capture event where I was playing a lot of this mode. It was pretty fun because I feel like the heavy class definitely had a spotlight with just being able to be that anchor holding down the payload. Also for Season 6, Power Shift will become available to Bernal, as well as the reworked Las Vegas Stadium.
We did it! Why was I so locked in for that?
I don't know. Terminal Attack is a 5v5 attack and defend mode. I realized that I never actually played this mode before, so I hopped on to give it a try. Funny enough, my randoms also seem to be new to this mode as well.
So are we defending now or attacking?
I think we're still attacking.
It's basically a much higher stakes, round-based version of the finals, where teams either attack, which basically means take a key to one of 2 consoles, or defend, where they have to fend off the attackers. Since there's no revives, it's quite a bit different than the other modes in the finals, where there are more respawns and things are more chaotic, but honestly, it was still a pretty good time. I found the gameplay way slower than the typical finals experience, but I still think the classes, abilities, and gadgets still functioned pretty well in this format.
Nice.
Oh,
Lastly, there's Team Deathmatch, which is a pretty self-explanatory game mode. In the finals, each kill gets you $100, first team to 3,000 win the round, best of 3 rounds wins the whole thing. And while in the background I'm getting my butt handed to me, I'll get plenty of practice in the future since TDM is no longer in LTM, but rather a permanent mode in the finals as of Season 6. Anyways, if you haven't played the finals or just now getting back into it, this might be the perfect time to take a break from whatever game you were playing before. Because like I said earlier, the 6th season just launched and there's a ton of new content to check out, including 3 brand new weapons, new body type cosmetics, map balance changes, and UI changes, and much more. Oh, and as a side note, while I was exploring the menu, I was just floored with how sick some of these skins are in the game. Swapping back over to the game modes, one thing I really like about the finals, and arguably my favorite thing about the game in general, is their tournament format. It basically matches players in a bracket. It starts with 8 teams, and the winners of each bracket get to progress forward until the top 2 teams go for the final, hence the name. The wonky thing is, in the finals, there's actually 2 modes that feature this tournament format. On the main menu, you'll see the World Tour option, which is basically like a way for players to experience a semi-competitive environment without actually having to jump fully into sweat territory. There are different ranks within the World Tour mode, and you'll actually get to unlock some pretty awesome skins as you rank up in this mode. You can't actually lose ranks, so the progression here is more so a marker of playtime and just putting in the hours to get the rank you want. I think it's actually a really nice system to have, especially since the finals has some pretty nice high quality skins to unlock here. I got to play a bit of World Tour with Macro, and it's important to note that the game mode here is strictly cash out. At the point of recording this video, he was really going for the Emerald FAMAS, which is his favorite gun.
Killed him. Right on time. I right on time stopped him, bro. We're
Nice.
good. We're good. We're so good.
Oh, I used a coin. I used a coin to come back.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'll res you guys.
Maybe just hide. I would recommend hiding a little bit. He's gonna res us. It's gonna be so sick. Here he goes. He got the defib out.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You should kill him though. He's one health.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
The irony of it all.
Don't worry about it. Gameplay wise, the tournament format in World Tour is really nice. It's a bit more high stakes since there isn't infinite respawns, and the bracket format really lent itself to this really cool feeling of progressing through a tournament. Anyways, in the background here, while we got lucky with qualifying in the second round.
We might get team wiped. We got team wiped. Oh no. But on the bright side, hilariously, as long as orange steals, we're actually fine.
Oh, he jumped off the map.
Did he goof?
He goofed.
He fumbled it. Wait, there's a chance.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Remember, they need 6 seconds to steal. So, as long as he doesn't, he has 5 seconds.
Turrets.
He died.
Turrets supremacy.
And we're safe. We're in. Because they have no time. There's no time to steal. Yeah.
dude.
I can't even live. We're in the finals against Orange.
Things didn't turn out so well when we went head-to-head against the other semi-finalist team. And after a series of critical errors on my part...
I should just stayed on the crane. I had to commit to my strat. I was like, should I?
No. Now, for those who really want to go hard, there's an actual ranked mode, which I actually didn't try this time. It's the same bracket style, cash out rule set as World Tour, and the rewards, especially once you hit Diamond and Ruby rank, look pretty incredible. By the way, speaking of competitive finals, for those who want to take it a step even further, the devs did announce their first major tournament sometime in late 2025 with a prize pool of $100,000. I don't think there's too much info just yet, but from what the devs have told me, they're pretty invested in making the finals a thriving esport. Now in Season 6, among the other changes I've mentioned already, the additions I was most excited for were the 3 new guns coming to the light, medium, and heavy classes. For light, they get the ARN 220, which is this fast-firing assault rifle, which while I was testing it out, honestly felt more like an SMG than an AR. The medium class gets the CB01 lever-action marksman rifle. This one felt great to shoot, even though I wasn't terribly consistent with landing my shots with it. And finally, the heavy gets the M134 minigun, which I have a feeling will be the bane of many people's existence. It's not an all-powerful gun per se, as it does suffer a bit in range, but given how durable the heavy is paired with a healer, it could be pretty nasty when holding a point that's indoors. Out of the 3, I think I'm most into the ARN 220 for my playstyle, but seriously guys, that minigun is gonna be a problem. This map is pretty open.
There we go.
Nice.
I'm gonna try a little medium mode.
Dude, whoa! Macro! What did you do? Another thing I noticed was there were a few more options for sights in the finals now. Most of these were hollows and reflex sights, but it's still a welcome addition, especially for those tired of using irons.
They call me the Sasquatch.
Why did you do that?
Oh, and the battle pass. I didn't get to record it, so special thanks to Commits for sharing their footage with me. The skins in the finals have always been pretty hype, but the new Season 6 battle pass skins, like this one for the CB01, is pretty dang clean, not gonna lie. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video with the rundown of what the finals is up to this point, what's new, and what's coming up next. If you guys are interested, check out the game via the link down in the description, and special thanks again to Embark for sponsoring.